Welcome to the first ever episode of Sisters in Session, where therapy meets sister talk and nothing is off limits. We are two sisters who overthink everything, laugh too loud, and try to make sense of life's chaos one session at a time.
From relationships and self-care to the messy middle of growing up, it's part heart to heart, part comedy hour, and all real talk with zero chill. Grab your coffee or a drink of choice. We're not here to judge. And settle in. It's time for your weekly dose of sisterhood and self-reflection.
Hey, Lex.
Hey, girl. What is poppin'?
Dude, nothing.
Dude, I thought that for you.
First episode.
Yeah.
Here we are. We're just out here.
We're killing it, obviously.
Winging it.
Okay, or winging it. I was going with killing it. You're winging it.
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to keep things honest.
Keeping it real.
Yeah.
Keeping it real.
Okay, so let's maybe introduction. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So we actually are legitimate, real life, by blood sisters.
Even though we don't look at we
don't
look
look
nothing alike.
Look nothing alike. That's okay. That's me with all of my siblings, really.
It's not giving sisters. It's giving
not
cousins.
sisters. But my name is Tessa.
My name's Lexi.
And so, yes, real sisters. We do have two other siblings. I have a twin sister. Lexi is the next one in line. And then we have a younger brother. However. So anyway, just a little bit about me, because I could go on a tangent here, but I live in Florida. Newly moved to Florida. Married. Have been married for, wait for it, 12 years.
Oh, dude, you're old.
12 years.
That's a long time.
I
didn't realize it was that long.
12 years. Yeah, we went to Costa Rica 2 years ago for 10 years. So yes, 12 years, man. 2 kids, Addie Grace, Crew baby. Addie Grace
Crew
just
sock.
turned 10.
Crew sock.
is 4. And yeah, live in Florida. All of our family is back in Pennsylvania. You're up, big dog.
My name's Lexi. I'm 27 years old. I live in
I didn't say
PA.
my age. There wasn't no way.
She's 31. She's 32. What else did you say? I live in PA, like I said, where she used to live, and then she broke us apart to follow her dreams. Love that for you. What else is there to know about me? I'm not married. I am in a newish relationship. Feels like I've known him forever.
Love that.
Have not, to be honest. No kids. Tessa had both her kids by the time she was my age.
No, I was pregnant with Crew at your age.
You know what we love? We love not living on a timeline. That's
Listen.
what we love. We love it.
If I start that conversation, I won't get off. I will stand on my soapbox, and that is where I will reside on that subject.
I'm going to start calling you Suds.
Okay, is that your intro?
I have a dog. Her name is Ellis.
And we do both work.
Yeah. Emphasis on the job, because who's living in this economy and not working?
Right. Yeah.
Also, how are you doing it? Send me the link.
Yeah. And neither one of us, and I think this is why I forgot to even mention this, is because it's going to be such a small part of this podcast, because we both work, like I work for multiple doctor's offices. She works for an eye doctor. And so like HIPAA, not that we would really have anything to talk about it in relation to our jobs anyways, but it's just.
Yeah, once I'm clocked out for the week, I'm clocked out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ain't gonna catch me in there. And
but we do both work. We actually, like, obviously I do have the wife and mother on top of working, but I do work from home. So, I do have a 40-hour job.
I hold the title of girlfriend very seriously.
I think you should.
I'm proud. Do you know what I mean?
I love that.
I'm proud to be his girlfriend. I'll tell
for Michael.
Snaps.
Oh, I got a name. I named his
name. Everybody's gonna know.
Actually, we should say names. Did I say that I'm married to Lamar? Because I know he's gonna come up. You will hear me refer to him as Lammy. Usually it's gonna be Lammy. Very not often is it Lamar. And then yes,
salty lamb
Grace.
chops.
Yes,
you will.
I will. You may hear me call her Grace, but that would be Addie Grace, and then Crew. He might get Maverick, might get Crew Maverick, might get Crew Mav. Those are my names.
If you're hearing it from me, it's going to be Crew Sock. and Gracelyn, Loretta, more than likely. Lamb chops, salty lamb chops is Lamar.
Yeah.
I just call Michael Michael.
Love that. No Mike. He's not a Mike.
He's not a Mike. He's not giving Mike.
He's Michael.
And here's the thing. Everybody, like all his friends call him Mike. And Dad called him Mike last night. And I was like, Dad!
Immediately no.
I was like, Dad, it's Michael.
Go home.
2 syllables. You can handle it? Michael. But that's Michael. That's what I'll be referring to him as. Either that or I like to often say my man.
Mans. And then our sister is Tori and our brother is Zach because we may say their names with no context. So that's probably about the extent of the name dropping. Maybe every once in a while, but otherwise it's probably referred to as like relationshiply. Mm-hmm. Relationshiply? Is that a word? Relationally?
Shipley's Donuts? Shipley's, isn't that something?
R.I.P. to Shipley's Donuts in
Yes,
Texas.
that's what it was. I couldn't even think of it. Think of it.
They were from Texas. We can't get those anymore. H-E-B and Shipley's Donuts, man. Big Texas thing. Okay.
Well, and tough loss.
Yeah.
The toughest losses, probably.
Yeah. Although, go Horns. I'm going to stick that in right now.
I don't. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So that's a little bit about us. And so let's just jump right in and talk about like how this got started. So this has been a long time coming.
Yeah.
And I am notorious for having these dreams and goals and then sitting back and being upset or a little jealous or a little whatever whenever I see other people doing the same goal that I had, but I'm not doing anything about it.
Mm-hmm. Well, in your defense, pause. Not to cut you off. Just keep your...
No, you're good.
Keep it there. Keep it there. Keep it right there. Right
I won't, but go ahead.
You know I won't, girl. But we often have these ideas and we're like, oh yeah, people would love to listen to us yap. Lamb Chops is quick to bring us. He's like, let me bring you back down to earth for a sec. Yeah. And, he goes through the work, the hours, the time, the commitment. And we're just like, ooh, for a long time, that's what we were. We were like, oh, but now
here we are.
Continue.
So anyways, so I had these ideas and then I see people and I thought, this is not one that I want to all of a sudden be coming up on. Somebody I know is doing the same thing. And I'm like, oh, I should have done it. Because this is the first project. I have all kinds of little projects. I'm not going to go into it. She's
an active girl. You know what? You put that plug in there. Grace and Lacey Co. Go follow her.
I'm an aspiring influencer. But
she's doing it.
So I did not want that to be this because it's been a long time since I've been like so super excited about something. And that was this. Mm-hmm. So let me take it back. This has been at least 5 years, if not longer, from the first time that I brought it up to you. And he was like, it's a lot of work. And he is right. And so I don't want to, I was saying even this, like, I have no idea. We're recording, but like once we stop recording and we try to put this together and I have no idea what that looks like, truly. Mm-hmm. Because this is the first one, so bear with us. But like, do you remember I had said about it to you? I said about it to you long before we did this.
Oh yeah, it was a long time.
It was like in passing like I want to do a podcast. I think we should do one. And that was kind of the extent of it multiple times. And then do you remember the one time we set up stools down in my basement in Pennsylvania, set up the iPad and sat across from each other and
okay, but if I remember correctly, that got quickly out of hand.
As I'm afraid this is going to.
Well, but now we're like adults, and I can, it is what it is. We are who we are. But then, I was definitely still figuring some stuff out, but it was out of pocket. Like it quickly went downhill.
Anyway, so this has been a long time coming. This has been a long time coming. Mm-hmm. So this is not something that we're just like one day, we're going to do it. Now, I will say, this last time I brought it up to you, it's been pretty like, we're going to do this. And
we've been like, yeah, let's do it.
It's been within like the last week or two that I'm like, okay, order this mic. Here's our logo. What's our name? We were just like hitting it hard.
Yeah.
But it's been a long time coming. So I'm really excited. Like I told Lamar yesterday, just all this week, like every day I'm just like, oh, I'm so giddy. Like I'm so excited. Like Friday's coming.
Christmas morning.
Christmas morning.
Okay. Take it back. Friday's coming. Sunday's coming is the phrase.
Yeah, Friday's good, but Friday's bad. Friday's good, but Sunday's coming?
Friday's bad, but Friday's sad, something, but
I know
Sunday's
it's good though because it's Good Friday, but it is bad.
I think the phrase is bad. I think it's Friday's
good because Sunday's coming.
Friday's good,
good
'cause Sunday's coming. Honestly, I'll get blessed right now. Don't play.
I know. Listen, we love that. Listen, nothing will make me cry like Good Friday and Easter Sunday.
And just rehearing the stories. You want to talk about a tug at the old heartstrings, girl? I'm weeping.
I do every year. Every year,
and I do.
Like it's coming up on like Good Friday. I'm like, all right, build it up. You know what's coming. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter every time. Yeah, we're like immediately let's not weep, and yet we weep.
But honestly, I am glad but I am glad because can you imagine the state that you'd have to be in to not be so touched by the Easter story?
To just not feel anything.
It is in October. We are in October and we're like going on about Easter.
Doing?
I have a perfect segue.
Coming next.
Speaking of being in October, see what I did there? That was good. We do have to work on our segues.
Yeah.
Okay. October. I don't think I told you, but we are doing a no spend October. No, listen. My foot
Stop
is
the cap. Stop the cap. I know you're lying.
Okay. So you know how there's like 75 hard and 75 soft. I would say we're like doing a soft no spend October. Because.
So how much did you spend this month to make up for the fact that you're not spending any next month?
No, we're in October, babe.
Oh,
I'm in the sauce.
You're in the thick of it. Sorry, that was my bad. Yeah, you are thick in it.
Imagine me whenever I made this decision. It's Prime Week. Listen, and especially on my Grace and Lacey account, I naturally
Grace and Lacey,
the Grace and Lacey Co. I naturally follow like influencers,
right?
This week, I'm not kidding. And you know me, I can't handle the story, like notifications being up there. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm just like tapping through. I'm like,
avert your eyes, sweet Jesus.
When I'm in the valley of the shadow of death, Lord,
I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. And Lamar's behind me yelling at me.
Yes, that was me this week. I was like, how did this happen? How are we here?
Yeah.
Okay, so as for those of you who don't know, we moved from PA to Texas at the end of 2024. No, at the end of 2023. Spent all 2024 and half of 2025 in Texas. Loved it there. But we just moved. We moved in June to Florida. And so with that, I mean, naturally, you're spending money. You just bought a house.
And a house to make a home needs furnished.
Right. And we moved furniture and stuff from Texas, but there's still just things that you need. Mm-hmm. Plus I did sell a lot of stuff because the vibe was going to be different. It was very boho Western there, different. Regardless, I could go on. Plus there was like big projects here. Build a fence, stain the fence. Well, of course, right now I can't think of like any of the other big we built like
fence, stain a fence.
We built that thing in the garage. About organizing.
Yeah.
Yes, organizing things for the garage. I mean, he bought a ton of Ryobi, like organizing things and like an organizing cabinet, an upright freezer. He built the bin organizer. It's just a lot of money going out.
We love an organized king.
Now, having said that, I think whenever people hear like no spend months, they're like, oh, okay, like, they're like broke. Not broke. However,
not broke.
Whenever you are spending, like, did you ever get that way? And it just feels like month after month. You're like next month will be less.
Just completely spending. Yeah.
And you do. I just get tired of like spending money.
As a single income lifestyle person
with a dog.
I do get it. I'm there.
Obviously there's different scales, but I was just like, and we decided this in August, but it was like halfway through the month. So we're kind of like already in it.
And sauce.
In September, you guys were coming down and it was like vacation month. I mean, it was for a week, but still, like, I knew that was going to be in there.
It was like vacation month. We were there for a week.
But like either way, like I knew that was coming. So I was like, well, like there's no point doing it in September.
Yeah.
So I was like, I told Lamar in August, I was like, let's do a no spend month. But
this was your idea?
This was my idea.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Well,
I love the accountability that you're taking for yourself because we know it's not Lamar's.
Listen. Okay, but okay. I'm not even going to, no. Yes, but no.
Stop it.
Yeah. So yes, it was my idea because I was just at that point. I was like, oh, I feel like I'm just like always ordering like curtains or a rug and I even put off like my bedroom
or a freaking accent pillow.
No, I would love to have new accent pillows on my couch.
New accent pillows.
I know. See, that's what I'm saying. But it was like, I put off my bedroom until like last because I was just like, we have spent so much and I'm just done.
Mm-hmm.
But then you guys were coming and I was like, I have to have like my room at least in some.
Coming.
So yes, it was my idea.
That's wild.
It is a soft no spend because we do, just let me preface this by saying, Lamar and I have come a long way with finances because baby, we were broke and thank the Lord for his blessings. And I mean that. I mean that so genuinely. God has really helped us.
I'm girl. When I say, I'm with you.
Yeah. But having said that, we were very smart with them. And again, I think whenever people say like, you like budget your money and obviously don't have enough of it. Like, no, like we like to know where it's going and we're very intentional with it.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with that though. Like there comes a point when you should be knowing where your money's going.
You should always be
But like Lamar is so smart and so strategic with literally everything he does. And I think we need to give him credit for that. Because, well, I'm going to tell you something right now. Not fully knowing what it was, what had happened, but you guys were in a little bit of a hole.
Times were tight.
And he was like, dude, we're going to crunch this out. We're going to dig us back out of this hole. And now look at you.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, we weren't like, it wasn't like the lights were going to be turned off and we were like bankrupt, but we had debt.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that we weren't making the payments, but we were like doing, the whole like minimum payment and then of course you always have the risk of like, there's things out there that you didn't even know about. But yeah, no, debt free, aside from now our mortgage, but like debt free. And
deserves around maybe 2.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But yeah, whoosh. Like, but I remember those times and I don't want to ever go back there, which is why we do the budget thing. So anyways, but I get a specific amount that I can we call it like guilt-free spending. I don't have to like, it doesn't have to account for anything. It doesn't have to be for the kids. Doesn't have to be for the house. It can literally just be for me. Mm-hmm. And I kept that for this month. So that's what I mean by like soft no spend. But I also told him that like, and just for like tracking purposes, I have that in a completely separate account.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So that it's very obvious for me personally. And you're right. Like I do spend more money, but like, that's what I tell him. Like I have to shop for the house. I have to shop for you. I have to shop for Eddie Grace. I have to shop for crew. Like I am like, a
mother's work is never done.
No. But I said, so for me, like, I'm not going to, I'm not going to swipe our main card for anything other than like groceries or gas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to use our Amazon account for like, I'm not going to use the Amazon card.
Yeah.
For anything that's not out of my other account.
Right.
I can make a lot of excuses, legitimate ones.
Yeah, no.
But this month I said no.
No excuses.
Like that's kind of what I mean. And like it's not like we're cutting out all eating out. We did say we're just going to keep it very strict to one eating out. Now we normally only eat out one night a week anyways, but like there might be like a time that we're here for lunch and he's like, hey, like let's get like Kung Fu Panda or
she means Panda Express, just to interject here.
I never actually remember the real name because that to me is what it is. But anyways, so like, or like maybe like treat or like, I don't know. We're going to eat out once a week.
What's that cake shop's name?
Small Cakes.
Teeny Cakes. Small cakes. Delish.
Yeah. But yeah, so no spend October. That is where we're at.
I love that.
And there are like other things like I'm not giving up.
Your sanity.
Well, I gave that up a long time. It left me.
I didn't have an option. It wasn't me giving it up. It was me being stolen. It was being stolen.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's like where I'm at for October. What about you? I'm still spending money.
I wasn't given the notice that we were doing soft no spend October. But if you don't have it, you can't spend it. No, I'm just kidding. Honestly, I don't really spend a whole lot. And that's me being for real. Like, the problem with me, here's my red flag. I'll go through like.
Sorry, my cleaning girl just texted me.
Okay. Oh. Okay. We get it. Okay. We get it. Anyway.
I'm going to circle back to that. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't really spend a lot. Like, I feel like you are more like, oh, you see this, you buy it. You see this, you buy it. Like, when you, like, see something you like, just throughout, the month, anytime.
So guilty.
Right. I'm more like, oh, that's cute. I'll wait. Oh, that's cute. I'll wait. And then 1 week, one bad night, one bad day, all of those things that I've been seeing are like.
Yeah, but you know what? I was literally just listening to like a fun one, but like a financial podcast this morning. And she said one of the most beneficial things is that, and we're so guilty of doing this, is like we're on Instagram, we see like, oh, that sweater, like, oh, there's a link, I'm going to buy it like right now. And guilty. And she was like, just give yourself 24 hours. Just give yourself 24 hours. If in 24 hours you still want that and you have the money for it, like, get it, girl, do your thing. But like, just give it 24 hours and see if it's like just a hit, like, oh, it looked really cute on her. Oh, and just like give yourself the time. And if you still want it, and I'm like, yeah.
Okay. And see, that probably would work because some stuff I'm like, when I'm doing this and I'm like, oh, I'll see that, I'll get it later. There are certain things that I'm like, oh yeah, I still want that. Like, during my little mentee bee, I'm like, I still want that. But like other stuff, I'm sure I forgot about. One of those things is that set that you had on from Walmart the other day in your Instagram story.
So comfortable.
But why is it $40? That's funny. That's $20 a piece for the shirt and the pants.
I did not pay for it. They sent it to me.
And now the truth comes out. Why don't you get one in my size?
It's true. I should start doing that.
Yeah, you should. What is the benefit of having a sister who's working her way up to being an influencer if I don't get free things?
That's fair.
Yeah. I need to start being less selfish.
I need to start getting like beauty and like that kind of thing because then that's one size fits all, baby.
I can't believe I almost bought that and you got it for free. I mean, I love that because that's how it works. That's how things go. And then you make money off that. It's a whole thing. So it's in my cart. I just haven't bought it, but I did get it off your like to know it.
Stop.
No, I did.
Listen, support means so much to me because.
Yeah. Well,
I think love support. That's what I was saying. Go on.
Well, I'm going to brag on you here for a little bit.
Oh,
I think it's easy. Hate that. Ugh. I think it's easy for people to, like you said, just scroll past. But like until you're witnessing it and you're seeing how much hard work someone is putting into like making this life for themselves or making, the effort to be everything they want to be in life, you don't really understand like the gravity of what they're doing or how much support can help, I guess. Because let me tell you something about her. All right.
Oh,
she's working hard. She is working hard. And amongst working a full-time job and amongst having two urchins, running around and amongst having her little lamb chop, like she's doing it. If you see a small creator, like just trying to like do it, just like the video.
I get what you're saying about the $40 because you know me, I'm a budget babe. And I mean that. I feel like people like
It's
see
not
it
our
and they're
fault.
like,
It was bred into our skin.
it was. We were raised that way, man. Yeah. But I get it, but like I'll be honest, it is one of the most comfortable things I've ever worn. I just
It's
had it
so
get
cute.
on. I just had it on again the other day, and I was like, oh no, this
Yeah,
is
but I
like,
don't know. Hey, Walmart, I'm her sister, and I'll post a picture in it if that's what you want. Just send me one. Back to
anyway.
the budgeting thing. It's so funny we brought that up because, well, like budgeting, us, you know, we love a good deal. Our
Mhm.
mother is, her name's Yvette. If you hear us say Yvette, Chevetti, that's our mother. But anyway, Yvette loves a good deal. She raised us that way. But as far as like financially, but right now he has a really good job. And I'll say like, oh, I got this on sale for like blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay. And he always like gives a little chuckle when I say I shop at Aldi, like I get groceries at Aldi. First of all, don't sleep on Aldi. I'll die on that hill. If anyone's going to sponsor me, it's going to be Aldi and Aquaphor. That's it. That's all I want. But anyway, but he always does a little chuckle. I'm like, this was only like blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay. I'm like, yeah. And they're dye free. Aldi's dye free. It wasn't even a trend. They're not even hopping on a trend. They've been dye free. Anyway,
I'm going to cut you off because you'll go on about Aldi for a long time.
I will. I'll just keep rolling. Go ahead.
Well, I was just saying because you made the joke about whenever my cleaning girl texts me, and isn't it so funny? The weird shame, or like, I mean, nobody else may. I feel shame because I'm like, oh, do you remember like whenever Addie Grace brought it up, like whenever you guys were down here for the beach, I'm like, don't tell my mom that I pay somebody to clean my house, like, and why?
I don't know. I'd rather pay someone to clean the house while I can spend time with my family. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes. And that's kind of like where if I wasn't working a full-time job along with this, and again, I don't mean to say that like stay-at-home moms have like all the time in the world. Like I know that there's always 1,000 things going on.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm me personally, I would not be able to justify that because
Right.
like I especially because both my kids, we don't homeschool, they're in school. So like, especially if my kids are in school, like I can have the house clean.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm working and I do have all my other little side projects, you know, just out here grinding.
Just out here doing the most.
I did feel one day I was just like, oh, I told you the story, but like I found myself trying to figure out how to fit in work. And then, I mean, if you work 40 hours for the most part, I mean, like my schedule is flexible, but you are pretty limited. Like you're down to the weekend.
Right.
And I was just like, I found myself like, okay, how can I fit this in? I also want to take the kids to the beach. But then you also have to like fit in this and then church on Sunday. And you're just kind of like, and all of a sudden I was like, why am I doing this? Like,
Yeah.
if I'm literally having to figure out how I can fit in time to like go to the beach and be with my kids and like quality time, not just like I'm always with my kids, but do you know what I mean? And I was just like, no. And I told Lamar, I was like, I think that I want to hand that off. I want to hand that off. And
how'd you been doing?
Great. And like, I'm not even going to be particular. What do you mean? You're coming to do this? Like, but there is like this weird like shame or like, I didn't want people to know. And even now I'm kind of like, oh, probably shouldn't have like brought it up. But yeah.
You wish it was with you, huh? That's what you're going to say to anyone that says anything.
And I have a girl that cleans my house.
You know what? And the thing is, if they knew all the ins and outs of the situation, I
wish my mom could have had a cleaning person.
Yes.
She did. Yes. It was me and you and Tori.
Guilty. I was on bathroom duties every Saturday, babe. Every Saturday.
She had cleaning people.
Those bathrooms hated to see us coming. They didn't have to hire anyone because they had us for that reason.
Yeah.
No,
yeah. But not for that. And that's so funny because I also with that, I struggled because I was like, wait a minute. Because like I think those are good as much as what we hated it. Like I think
We know how to clean the bathroom.
we know how to clean a house, and I think that you should. And now I'm like, wait a minute, like I just took that because Addie Grace is right there, man. She's 10. Like
Ooh,
I don't give her
better.
I already don't give her the responsibility like to help her learn things that I should because I'm like a do it myself.
Yeah.
I do it best, and I get that from my mom too. But
sounds familiar.
Yeah. And so I'm like, oh shoot, like maybe instead of hiring that out, I should have just let her take on more as far as with that. But then I was like, well, you know what? She comes every 2 weeks. And by 2 weeks, there's a lot of, like, especially the bathrooms, like, it's really pushing it by 2 weeks. And so, you know what? I said, best of both worlds. She's coming every 2 weeks. Every other week, Addie Grace, you need to be cleaning. Like, I'm not saying you have to get out the spray and, like, the scrubber, but, like, you need to be taking, like, Clorox wipes and cleaning the bathrooms. And so I felt like that was, like, best of both worlds. I'm like, okay, you're still learning some responsibility. And the cleaning.
My house is getting cleaned.
The deep cleaning is still happening.
Yeah.
But I'm, like, the worst parent ever.
To Addie Grace. The worst.
Literally last night. You know how parenting is hard, man.
Well, let me tell you something. Let me just give you a brief introduction of Addie Grace for those of you who don't know her. Homegirl's smart. She gets it from her dad. Not that Tessa's not smart, but she's sorry.
No.
Addie Grace is like smart. Like when Michael first met her, he was like, is she 19 or 9? Why does she talk like a teenager? I'm like, that's how she's always been. I mean, 2 years old, she was gabbing. But along with Addie Grace being so smart and so beautiful and so just amazing, she's got a little bit of a mouth. Homegirl has got a little bit of a mouth. And she gets that honest from our side of the family. But go on. Go ahead. What you were going to.
It's like straight up like fire sometimes and not in a good way. I mean, she's vicious. She can be. Listen, I don't want this to be the first idea that you get in your head of my daughter. She is beautiful. She is so smart. She is so creative and
talented, unmatched.
She is the sweetest, most kind-hearted. But like we don't know technically, but like kids in their safe environment, they just let loose. You've seen it.
So I've witnessed. Yeah.
Yeah, you know that she can be like. I mean, she's brutal. She can spit some straight up nails,
like stuff you don't even really know how to respond to because it almost makes you forget you're talking to a 10-year-old. Like it almost like you almost want to clap back a little, but like you have to remember she's 9. 10.
And listen, and that is like if I was in therapy, and I should be, but
we all should be. I'm not.
I feel certain that there's something along with that needs worked out because whenever I know it's a trigger for me because in that moment I go from like 0 to 10. Yeah. Mad, angry, so angry. I don't like that feeling. All to say because I'm the worst parent. Last night, she's made this remark a couple times. She was on one last night. She was overwhelmed. She was stressed out. I already am working through, even as 32, trying to figure out how to
regulate your emotions.
Yes, love my parents. They weren't great at teaching us how to regulate emotions. Yeah. Especially whenever feeling overwhelmed or stressed. So I'm not perfect at it, but I am trying. Yeah. But she was on one. She was overwhelmed.
I don't think, again, she's amazing. She's great. She's the light of my life. But I don't think people understand when she's on one. She's never done it to me because usually I forget that I'm talking to a 10-year-old and I'll just be like, hey, you need to chill the beans, as they say.
Thanks, Bluey.
Shout out. Go on.
So
you're the worst parent.
I'm the worst parent, yes, because so usually whenever she her first punishment is losing screens. To be fair, like our kids are pretty limited on screen time. They get it. They can have it with cereal. They have cereal in the morning and cereal right before bed. They can have it with cereal. And then aside from that, they get 2 15-minute segments and they can't be back to back. That's it for the day. So aside from like cereal, they get a half hour total. So that's the first thing she loses. Well, she just got it back. Y'all, we are in the preteen stages and it is with a girl, it's brutal. So she's
with a girl that's as intelligent as she is.
screens, she doesn't have screens too often these days because it bless her heart, man, it seems like as soon as she gets them back, she loses them again. Yes. So anyway, so she was the mouth, ma'am, and she said something, and
she gets that from her mother. Let's start there.
She does. She got warned, and then anyways, long story short, she ended up losing screens, and there was some other things, and so anyways, she had said this before, but she says, "Ugh, I just wish I had a different parents. My friends at school, they can have all the screen time that they want, and they don't ever have to do this and this." Oh, because after she already lost screens, she was still on one, and we were talking about, yeah, oh yeah, it was a night. Well, actually, it wasn't even the whole night. It was an hour, man.
But that hour was brutal.
So she's been struggling with writing, and so she was writing her spelling words, and I said, I think you can do better than that. I know you can do better than that. I've seen it. I want you to make the conscious choice to like do better. I can't. I'm just bad at writing. I said, you might not be the best writer, but I know that that's not your best. I don't need you to be perfect. I just need you to, you can do better than that. I just know you can. This is no pressure. I just know you can do better. And so then her dad was like, she just doesn't stop. Her
she
dad
doesn't know when to quit.
No. And her dad said, all right, well, you now have like these free 2 15-minute sessions a day that you're not on screens. Like you can practice your writing. My friends don't have to practice their writing. They don't get any limits on screens, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, you know what, Addie Grace? And this probably isn't fair, but I was just like, I must love you more than what their parents love them, because I am doing this
because I just want you to be better.
Because like I want you to be the best. It is my responsibility to be able to raise you to be a human that I would be proud to meet out in the world.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, they are far and few between these days.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I am the worst parent.
You're just the worst.
Those boundaries and yeah.
Well, yeah, I feel like
I yapped a lot today. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. You have a lot on your heart. And you need to let it out.
What's on your heart today?
What's on my heart? What is on my heart? Propranolol is on my heart.
We love a beta blocker.
Yeah, we love that. What is on my heart? It's feeling like fall out here. Very fall. Very fall. It's brisk. It's brisk out there. Michael actually, he went hunting. It's hunting season in PA, in case you didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's hunting season. But anyway, he went hunting. But he has this like little boat. So he has this big boat, which is it's a nice boat. But then he has
had money.
Flags. Yeah. Props to him. He has a little boat, a little John boat is what they call it. I don't know if that's like the like
poor John. How did he get that name?
Little John? I don't know. Anyway, so he has that he takes hunting. He'll drive across where the body of water he's hunting. I don't want to give too much because you know how people
Great location.
Anyway, he drives across this body of water to get where he's hunting in this little boat.
John boat.
John boat. Mind you, let me look here. I'm going to look at what the temperature was when he left in the AM. Well, I can, but it was cold. I think he told me last night it was supposed to be like 30 something. Okay, imagine driving across a body of water in this little John boat. You're going to get frostbitten.
But that's like his ideal weather. That
is literally, I'm telling you, right now, this man is thriving. He is thriving. And I love that for him, but also like, I'm a cold girl and I have pots, so I'm cold. My fingers, cold, toes, cold, nose, freezing.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of him, I also I told you this yesterday. I gave him a haircut yesterday.
Yeah.
He trusted me to give him a haircut.
I love that for you, but I also hate that for you.
He's like, nice, we can just cut out the barber from now on. I'm like, okay.
I cut Crew's hair for the first time instead of taking him somewhere.
When?
A couple weeks ago.
How'd it go?
It went fine. But I need to get like a nice pair of clippers because I was just using Lamar's beard trimmer. Now it does have attachments, so it's not like I just buzz cut him. But if I'm going to keep doing it, and barbers,
is Barbara.
I think barbers for kids, they're getting a little expensive. Not in small town PA where I was from.
If you think about
Miss Susie would cut it for like $8.
She would.
I gave her 20%.
If you think about it,
handed her a $10 bill. That ain't the way around here.
Okay, but if you think about it, they're cutting children's hair.
You're saying that should be more because of like
I'm saying like it depends. How much are we talking?
Like $30.
Okay, that's completely ridiculous.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one.
Crew's hair grows so fast.
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
So anyways, yeah, I cut it. It was fine.
How did he do?
I set the iPad in front of him.
Screen time. There's your first 15.
I'm not a warden whenever it comes to screen time. There's time and place, and I think limits are important, and that's all I'm going to say on it.
It's not all you
kids raised on iPads,
and it ain't cute. It's not. I fully support your use of screen time, like having a set amount of time, because if not, I've seen kids they literally look like zombies when they get off of it.
I pretty much covered everything that I had brought.
Besides
for our wrap up, but I just wanted to make sure that you were like good. Honestly, it was like a miracle because somehow we had fairly okay segues into everything that I wanted to talk about. I love that. But we don't have to have a good segue for yours.
For mine?
If you have anything. If there's anything else you wanted to talk about.
There's always something I need to talk about.
I very calm
first impression episode, but it's not always going to be like that because some of the things that I know that we've talked about that we'd like to talk about eventually, they're going to be a little heavier and they're going to be a little not fun to hear, especially if you know us.
Right.
It's not going to always be this lighthearted, oh, this is my family, this is my life, this is what I do. This is an introduction episode.
Yes.
So don't get used to this.
Right.
We
are always goofy and we do tend to make jokes about trauma. So that you will have that going for you.
That's heavy on that.
Yeah.
But I mean, we are going to get into, like I said, we're going to get into things that might make you feel uncomfortable. We're going to get into things that you don't agree with, and that's completely fine. But I want to set that boundary now. This is our podcast. This is what we're talking about. If you have so much to say,
our feelings, you can't.
Exactly. If you have so much to say, start your own. Okay? And that's what we're going to say. And that's I love that. I needed to get that off my chest. Wow, I feel better.
Good. Girlfriend, why didn't you start with that?
Wow,
you could have, man.
I didn't know. I had to gather my thoughts. So as I was listening to you, I was also gathering my thoughts.
This was it was very back and forth and but I feel like it gave a good glimpse casually of like how we are as people. I think you said it perfectly because and especially as we get more comfortable, like this is our first one that we've had thoughts and ideas, but this is the first time we've sat down, recorded it, because you can't imitate, you can't recreate some moments. So we didn't want to do a practice first one and then try to put out the first one. Cause I mean, this is authentic. It might not be perfect. It might not be pretty, but like this is authentic. We did not rehearse. We did not practice. We didn't even share the things that we were bringing to the table this week. I'm just like how, and because I do want to keep a boundary too, because I don't want to cross a boundary that then affects other people who didn't choose to sit down in front of the camera and talk about their things. Because I think that's their
privacy. Yeah.
Yeah. Because some things in my life have either been affected or I've affected other people, and that's not their life. So,
right.
But anyways, yeah. So you have no idea, and we don't either. But I think I did want to say whenever we were talking at the beginning about like the purpose, the why, the whatever. The why is pretty much because we wanted to, but also I think that we do have a unique way of looking at things where we can take it. I mean, we've had some deep conversations. We've had some hard conversations, but we do tend to always spin a positive light on it. And I think that's really important today. So even if you give us a half an hour or an hour of your week just to kind of relax, don't have to think too hard about what we're saying. That doesn't mean everything's always going to be light, but just
listen to us talk and think, maybe I'm not that.
Right. A breath of fresh air, a little glimpse of positivity, laughter, humor, even if it is something heavier. So that's my why. Like, I just want to be, I want to be something out there on the internet that is positive. and fun and lighthearted. And plus, I get to spend an hour or more with my best friend every week set aside. And so, yeah. Okay, so having said all of that, unless you have anything to add.
I don't. I think we got it.
The one thing that we are going to wrap up every episode with is called a session called Take It or Leave It. And that is where, as we start, we don't have anything on social media yet, but by the time this probably comes out, we probably will be.
I would like to be, yeah.
Yeah. And so Lexi's going to be our social media queen.
Because I'm so young and hip.
Yeah, I was going to say you're a Gen Zer, but you're actually not. You're right at the tail end of a millennial. Anyways, what were we saying? Good grief, Tessa.
Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it. So anyways, as we get on social media, we are going to be putting up a question box where you can ask us advice. Or you can tell us something, really.
Yeah. But like,
I also advice because you can either take our advice or leave it, and that's the whole point. That's where the little play on words comes in. And it could be serious advice. It could be a little lighthearted. You never know what you're going to get, but you could always have the option to take it or leave it.
It could be intense. It could be funny. It could be whatever.
As far as what
I'm not scared to talk about anything. You know, I am who I am. Open book.
And 1,100% anonymous. Even if we know you, your name will never get brought up. Yes.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah, 1,000% anonymous. And obviously, because it's just how social media goes to begin with, it probably is. Hopefully, I hope people ask us things because, and honestly, it can be a real life situation. It can just be like hypothetical, but like send them to us, ask us. We will give you our opinions and you can take it or leave it. So
the nice thing about that is for the take it or leave it episode, which is take it or leave it segment part of it for us, and I think it fits us so well, is because you and I are completely different parts of life. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you had 2 kids or were like pregnant with Crew at my age. Yeah. And I feel like there's just been a lot of differences as far as, you know,
we've lived very different lives from 18 to our current ages.
Yes.
Very different.
And I think that's good because, I think that's good because, you know, I'm not going to get too much into this because we'll get into it in another episode, I'm sure. I'm obviously in a different timeline than most of the people my age that I know. But we're not trading it for anything because I'm very happy with the part that I'm in. But we are in different parts of life and we were different people at this age. And I just think it'll be good because we can give, you know, advice from different perspectives or different
experience, different perspective, different age, different life. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree. So yeah, there's no question. And you're going to get a wide range of not knowledge because we're not going to call ourselves, but like experience-backed knowledge.
Yeah.
With your questions. So please, whenever this comes out and where we're at, then please ask us. They can be lighthearted. They can be serious. They can be about a boyfriend, a husband. We'll give you our thoughts and you can take it or leave it.
Yeah, not only is it going to be anonymous from us, like talking about it, but like we would never say a word if we know who you are, like ever. That's not in us.
Not to. And anything that is asked or said in that isn't even going to go name-wise, probably not even in conversation about the scenario in general, but for sure name-wise beyond Lexi and I. Like, it's strictly a part of the podcast.
Don't have a desire.
Nope, that's not our goal or desire. You know, I have no desire to. I know it. We all have skeletons.
Oh, baby, don't we?
And so, no. So I just want to, because like I said, more than likely it's going to start with people we know directly. So please feel free to ask. It's not going to be a topic of discussion at the dinner table. It's not going to be something that we bring up to other people. It's going to be a podcast, anonymous, stays between Lexi and I, and that is the extent of it. Won't treat you different, won't bring it up to you, won't anything.
Honestly, we probably won't even act
unless you say something positive. I may give you a big hug whenever I see you and just be like,
I'm not a hugger, but she'll hug you.
All right, so take it or leave it. Since we don't have anything yet, I thought that it would be a good idea for us to bring, it maybe not even the best, but a good piece of advice that we have been given throughout our life. Do you want to go first?
I can go first. Yeah, sure.
Man.
But the best piece of advice that I've ever gotten, especially recently, I'm looking back now and thinking, wow, real. was my mom, and it might have come from my grandmother, maybe, is it's better to be single than wish you were. Let me elaborate on that just a little bit, because at 26, for my 27th birthday, I had a boyfriend this year. But at 26, you, with no real promise of any kind of relationship, it is easy to think, well, if I would just,
settle.
If he's decent enough, whatever. I mean, he could give me like a pretty good life, but then you don't settle, and you don't, just go after the first guy that gives you attention. That's not what we're doing, because if you wait, out of literally nowhere, there comes this beautiful 6'3" mountain of a man who treats you like an absolute queen, and then life is made and everything's better.
Yeah.
So that probably is one of the best, because there were some times when it was hard at 26 and you're just
you were eating grapes under the dining room table at New Year's this year.
I just thought about that the other day. And I was like, wait.
Did the grapes work?
No, Jesus did.
Oh, preach.
Jesus did. He definitely worked. But, and
that's
still,
a great piece of advice.
Continuously working through both of us, on both of us. We're figuring this out, but we're figuring it out together with him at the center. So that is,
I love that.
Yeah, it's great.
That's so funny, because that's not my experience. I was married at 19.
She was a child bride.
Yeah, which is so funny. And that's what we're saying. Like, we have got some different perspectives to give you guys on a whole life in general. Okay, yeah. Mine is, and this, I've been given a lot of good advice, but this one I find as I'm getting older, I wish somebody would have told me younger. I probably wouldn't have listened to it. I would have definitely brushed it off. But like, in my wisdom at 32, I'm just
in all my life experience at 32.
I can see it. Like, I can actively see it.
Mm-hmm.
And that is that it's not so much advice as much as like a directive, is that you will become the average of the top 5 people that you spend the most time with.
Ooh.
And I see it. And that could be that. I mean, that could be a wide range.
Yeah.
Spirituality, like Bible reading. That could be as a mother. That could be as a friend, as in your life, like, and I see it, and nothing bothers me more, but motivation, working towards goals, and like, I see that, like, I have, had friends who are just kind of, and this is, guys, I'm 32, this is not like, oh, she's talking about me, like, keep in mind, I've known a lot of people.
If you think it's about you, check your heart.
Right, because there's a good chance that it's not.
Yeah.
But like, I have lived or been friends with people who are just, this is my life, this is what I'm going to do, and this is how I see the next 30 years, and just
stagnant.
Just that. Which is fine. That is your life, but like, not for me, babe.
Yeah.
Not for me. Like, and that's a big one. I could really go down, and maybe you will another time, but like, I could go hard on talking about the aggravation that I feel for people who have no lack of motivation, have no drive, a laziness. And again, I'm not talking like physical. I'm talking like you just have no desire to better your life. And that could mean, I'm not talking like you have to be a millionaire. I'm talking like, hey, I'm going to get out of bed and read my Bible before my kids get up, so that I make sure. And again, I'm not saying you could get legalistic on when and how often and how long you should read your Bible. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like, just the discipline to do that, or to make a small change. Like, I'm going to
be the change you want to see.
I'm going to have to stop, or I'm going to end up going back. But yes, you will become the average of the 5 most people you spend your time with. So choose them wisely.
That's good. That's a good one.
Yeah.
As of recently, I've severely decreased who I spend my time with.
Oh my, we probably will spend an episode on how hard friendships are as adults, especially for women.
Yeah.
I think men need friendships, and I think it's important, but I think it's in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, friendships as adults, especially for girls, women, ladies. What are we? To me, I'm a girl. I'm a girl.
I'm just a girl.
I'm not a woman. I'm not a woman.
I'm a lady.
Yeah,
I'm a
I'm
young lady.
Yeah, because I'm a lady. That's why.
Because I'm a lady. Yeah, that's a good one.
It's hard. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, we'll definitely have to touch on that just from our own personal experiences. But yeah, this was so much fun.
I loved it.
I'm not exaggerating whenever I say that. Do I hope people like it and listen to it? Yeah, but
I'll tell you something right now. I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah, me too.
We're gonna have at least 2 viewers.
I just love doing it. It just brings regardless, it might just be us, babe, but I am happy to be here, and I think this is going to be so much fun.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on socials. We're going to work on getting an email set up for whether you want to email us the questions, whether you want to, or like advice, whether we put a box up on Instagram, whatever. Yeah, we're going to work on those
yet.
But no, we're going to work on those socials, get those rolling ASAP, email set up. Aquaphor,
we have big plans.
If you guys want to reach out, hit my line.
Yeah. This was fun. I'm excited. I'm so excited to see where this goes. Yeah. Flex. We're going to pick this up next time. We will be back in a week, whether that's a literal week, but we have some things to figure out before we actually can let you guys know that this episode is live.
Oh, my location will probably be different next week.
The what?
My location will probably be different.
Oh, yes.
I'm taking a little trip. You'll have to tune in to see where I'm at. It's a lot less exciting than you think. For you. I mean, I'm excited because, obs, but
we do love to travel.
We do. And
I have a girls trip coming up. I forgot to tell you. Guess where I'm going? You're going to die.
I probably am going to die. Mainly because, ouch, I wasn't invited.
It's my sister-in-law's It's for my sister-in-law's 40th birthday.
Where you going?
You're going to die.
Are you going to Hawaii?
Oh, no. It's just for like Thursday to Sunday.
Oh, okay. Where are you going?
Thursday night. It's basically Friday and Saturday in
location. To Nashville?
No, bestie, we're going there for my birthday next year.
Yeah, we are. And then Europe 2028. Go on. Where are you going?
Savannah.
Georgia.
Savannah, Georgia.
Honestly, so pretty.
You've been?
No, but it looks pretty.
Said that you wanted to go, and I was like, when did I miss you going?
Yeah. No,
so
just in my dreams.
You've been? No.
Just in my dreams. Anyway.
All right. Yep. We're gonna talk to you guys all soon.
We're wrapping it up.
Yep. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.